The Royal Palace, it was built in 1719, and in 1750, after the Prussian occupation of Wroclaw, it was used as a residence for Prussian kings. This is the University of Wroclaw, and it was established as an academy in 1702 by Emperor Leopold I. Then in 1811 it became a university, and one of its alumni was nuclear physicist Max Born.
Tam mieszka arcybiskup nasz, najważniejszy na cały...
Ja nie wiem, kto to jest.
No właśnie.
Aha.
We're now heading across the Oder River to Ostrów-Tumski Island.
This locks right here. When couples get married, they come here, they each put a lock with their name and then throw the key into the river, and that means, that's a symbol that means that the marriage will be unbreakable. Nie wiedziałem przed tym. Fajny. This is the Church of John the Baptist, and it's actually made from a combination of styles from different eras, and the spires on the tower were actually added in 1991, so they're actually not that old. I'm in the Ostrów-Tumski Botanical Garden, and it was created in 1811 by two professors from the University of Silesia in Katowice. It is said to be the most beautiful botanical garden in Poland, and it was actually completely destroyed during World War II, so all this had to be redesigned. Oh, here we have the Alpine Gardens. We have a beautiful butterfly right here, and there's a bee drinking nectar from this flower.
Macie bilety, bo ja mam.
Ja mam całe...
Ale ja ci odkupię te bilety.
Well, these small figures right here are scattered all around the city. They're called krasnały, and they're believed to be good spirits that protect the city.
To jak wleziecie tam, to nachadziałem
And my cousins convinced me to take this boating trip down the Oder River. We're passing the city's famous and historic Grunwald Bridge. Wrocław is actually most famous for having the oldest and one of the most beautiful zoos in Poland, but I'm gonna save that for another time because we've got other stuff to see.
Janek zadowolony.
Yeah, I guess they were right when they told me that Wrocław is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe.
We're now leaving the beautiful city of Wrocław and heading south to the Sudety Mountains and the village of Wambierzyce.
We stopped at the Jasna Gora fort, and it was actually built in 1765 after the Third Silesian War, and then it was only used once in the early 1800s.
Janusz mówi, że ma powiedzieć swoich stopami złota tam
Ciągnie do góry. Masz, no. Patrzcie.
Have a look at this. We have a legless lizard right here and also a tailless lizard. He seems to have lost its tail, but like all lizards, they're able to regrow them. Now, the legless lizard is a pretty amazing creature because it's basically a cross between a lizard and a snake. It's a lizard with no legs, so it's only one evolutionary step away from becoming a new species of snakes. Amazing creature. A legless lizard, one of the most puzzling creatures of the animal kingdom. Okay, let's let this guy go. Amazing stuff. I'm at Pieskowa Skala in Góry National Park, which means Table Mountain National Park. Amazing view, and
W głębi Czechy.
right below us is
Czechy.
the Czech Republic. Wow, spectacular view.
No jesteś.
Wow, we're walking through a narrow passageway known as the labyrinth, so I hope we don't get lost. Right here we have a giant rock mushroom. In Polish, błędny means misleading. The region is named for a man who got lost while exploring here.
Masz, bo tu jest wielko. Przejdziesz tu?
Oh, this place should really be called Fat Man's Misery. Oh. I've just crossed the border into the Czech Republic.
Ale się nie obrażam.
Oh my god, we have a baby viper right there. It's a European adder. It's locally known as the zigzag viper because of that zigzag pattern you see on its back. You have to watch out for the small ones because they're a lot more dangerous than adults because they don't control their venom. Wow, beautiful, beautiful snake, the European adder or zigzag viper. The Table Mountains are named for these large sandstone mesas that make up the area.
Ja myślałem cały czas, że po Chmyricku to jest lago.
I'm hiking through Szczeliniec Wielki and the Kłodzko Valley. Ajajaj. This is spectacular.
A tu jak tykwa jaka.
The Table Mountains are a series of sheer sandstone cliffs located in the Sudety Mountains.
I'm in the village of Bambierzyce and this is its most famous attraction, the Pilgrimage Church. It was completed in 1710 and it's a beautiful cathedral, and this is a really religious area. It's an ancient place of pilgrimage.
A chmury takie, tu już wyszła chmura, taka teraz jest.
I'm now making my way east to Ojcowski National Park, stopping off at Pustynia Błędowska.
Okay, I've stopped at Pustynia Błędowska, the Błędowski Desert, and this is the largest desert in Poland, and there isn't very many desert habitat found in Europe, so this is a really rare site, and as you can see it's starting to get overgrown with vegetation, so it's kind of a half forest, half desert. So who knows, it could be a matter of time before the name is changed to Błędowski Las, which means forest. A to możemy wejść.
Się zabił ten.
Nie, zabił nie, ale smok.
Tu jest dziura fajna. Dalej.
We're driving through Ojcowski National Park.
At only 8.29 square miles, Ojcowski is Poland's smallest national park. The park's most famous tourist attraction is this castle, which goes by the name of Pieskowa Skala.
Pieskowa i
Czekaj. This is the Pieskowa Skala castle. It's one of the most famous attractions in the park, and it was built sometime in the 1300s. This is one of the most famous castles in Poland. Oh, that enormous limestone pedestal behind me is called Machuga Herkulesa, which translates to Hercules' club, and the name is appropriate because it looks like a giant club that Hercules would use to bash his enemies over the head. Machuga Herkulesa is the symbol of Rzedkowice National Park and is the park's most famous landmark.